Hi there, Munchkin. I know you're struggling, but your dad and I are going to be in town in a few days and thought it might be nice to grab a coffee if you're feeling up for it. We've thought of something that might help you a little. We've been thinking of ways we could help you, and your dad came up with a bright idea of visiting Gran and Gramp's old house. Well, you know your Gran went through something similar when she lost your Gramp, and I'm pretty sure there's some letters and photos around the place that might help you find your roots.
Here, we've bought you the train ticket in case you decide to go, but it's just an idea, sweetheart. There's no pressure.
I'm not sure this will help, but I'd feel worse if I wasted the ticket, so here I go. It's been a little while since I've been here, especially without James. Now, which way was it? They're sweeties for trying to help me, but I'm scared this will just make things worse. It's funny, whenever we came down to visit, James and I would sit down here to get away from Gramp's interrogations. Jay and I always used to joke about how wrong Gran was about Hovis. I miss them all so much. We used to come down here and skim pebbles. Hovis was always ecstatic about it. The house always looked so majestic from down here. Shame the bridge broke, really. Oh, it's the beach hut. Hovis used to love that place. The whole family would sit down the beach and have a picnic. About time I head back up, I think. Not much point staying down here. The forest used to scare me so much. It's rather beautiful now. Shame the memories haunt it. I swear I always get lost when I try to get to Gran and Gramps on my own. Could do with having James's sense of direction, really. He always made fun of my left and rights when we went on road trips. Now which way? Beach or treehouse? Oh, I forgot how quaint it was down here. The family would spend hours down here watching the tide roll in. So relaxing. Jay and I used to sit up here together, watching Hovis try and stumble his way up the rocks. Everything's still here. Mum and Dad must have been here recently. James and I used to wander off up the coast a little, do some exploring through some of the caves. Think they've collapsed in on themselves since then. The view is so pretty from here. I really don't want to go to the house yet. Oh yeah, the tree house is this way. I remember spending days and days working on it with Dad. Made for loads of fun as a kid. Even as an adult, I remember sharing this place with James. Feels like so many years ago now. We were probably 19. I was about to introduce him to Gran and Gramp for the first time. But he needed somewhere he could go to calm down. That's when I took him here. We'd sit up here for hours together, watching the stars with a bottle of wine between us. Not sure I'm ready for this, but I guess it needs to happen sooner rather than later. Ah, there's the house. Just breathe, ill. You got this. Here I go. Just as I remember. Mum's kept it in great condition. Huh. Looks like she left the dining room light on. We'd always have our Sunday roast around here. It was one of the first things Jay came to. He was more excited for them than I was, especially after we adopted Hovis. We'd open up these doors and have Hovis join us for dinner. Looks like they're jammed from this side, though. Oh hey, it's the old vinyl player! Jay and I would play this and dance in the kitchen together. I was never allowed to search these drawers as a kid. I think the office key might be around here somewhere, though.
Dearest Carter, there's only a couple more days until your funeral. Still can't believe you're not here anymore. Woke up this morning and popped the kettle on, set up the teapot, pulled out a couple of our china cups, made you a delightful tea. Then mid-pour I realised what I was doing. It's so difficult getting used to you not being around. Calling for you from the top of the stairs, making far too much dinner for myself and having to stockpile it up. I find myself having to turn the TV on while I read because the silence gets a little too loud without you around, commenting on your favourite old musicians. I miss you, my dear. I hope you're holding up all right your end. With all my love, Connie.
Damn, guess it's locked from the other side. Ugh, looks like the dog gate is stuck again. Damn, it's dark in here. Where's that light switch? Oh, that's so much better. Christmas was always so much fun here. We'd have a huge Christmas tree over in that corner. Hovis was constantly chasing the rogue baubles. Jay and I saved him one every year without fail. Then the two of them would spend the whole day playing. I wonder if it's around here. Used to spend a lot of time in here as a kid, despite being horrible at reading. This is where Gran and I used to draw characters together. She was always so brilliant. My favourite character of hers was the Wicked Witch from all the old princess movies.
It's been 5 months since your funeral now. I'm not coping very well these days. Been in the hospital a few times for suspected heart problems. Nothing particularly scary has cropped up, but Mary's insisted I have a carer come and look after me once a week. Just double check how I'm doing. Getting out of bed is a little challenging on my own these days. Feeling kind of lonely too. Almost want to pinch Hovis off Lil and Jay, but I know they wouldn't have that. Plus, I can barely look after myself at the moment. Could do with one of your famous cuppers. No idea what you did to make them as good as you did, but they were always so much more enjoyable. Oh, look at the time. It's already midday. I should probably try and make it out of bed. I'm sure I'll write to you soon, darling. You best be keeping up well. Lots of love, Connie.
I swear this back garden door is always jammed. Sweet, I can unlock it from here. James and I used to bake cupcakes for the family here all the time. Always made them kind of funky with the decorations. Last time it was rainbow sprinkles with pink icing and unicorns. A staple choice for Jay, really. Light switch better work or I am legging it. Damn it, guess it's out. It's fine. It's fine, I've got my toy. Looking pretty empty in here, really. Not sure why I'm surprised. Ooh, the WD-40. That might come in handy for the dog gate. I don't know how Gran managed this for so long. How did she cope surrounded by all these memories? Well, at least I can get through the gate now. Ooh, the attic. I always found it such an adventure clambering up there. Looks like it's locked though. This one was always my parents' room whenever we came to stay. I remember running across the hall as a kiddo when I had a bad dream. They always used to let me cuddle up when I was scared or nervous. Then I had James to keep me calm whenever I got scared. Oh, this is sweet. Gran wrote a letter for Mum and Dad.
Dearest Mary, it's funny, I'm usually writing these letters to Carter, but I have a funny feeling I may be joining him soon. It's interesting how you just know these things sometimes. The human body is truly a wonder. Bet you're bored of hearing me say things like that after all these years. I'm still your mother, though. It's expected. I'm not really sure why I'm writing this letter to you, sweetheart. I suppose it's just been a little while since I heard from you. I'm sure you're busy with the family. Say hi to Lil and Jay for me, and tell John he best still be looking after you. And tell him to drive safe, precious cargo and all that. Hope James knows that about Lily too. I trust you're all doing grand. Take every opportunity that comes your way, dear. With lots of love and all the best to the whole family. Mum.
Not a lot in here anymore. Guess Mum took most of it back. Looks like more of a storage room at the moment. Hey, it's the key to my old room. Not a lot to remember in here, but the number of times Jay was there for me the morning after a tipsy Christmas with the family. Used to share this with my brother when I was little. He's gone and made a name for himself with his work. He's always been a smart cookie. Charlie's got his own wonderful little family to look after now. James and Charlie used to get on so well together, both such absolute nerds. Last time I went in my grandparents' room was when I was getting ready to marry James. My grand's dresser. This is where I was getting ready on my wedding day. She was always so proud and happy that Jay and I had found each other. I always found Gran's porcelain trinkets so beautiful. She said I could take this one when James and I hit our first anniversary. Oh darn, I forgot they had to switch the bed to 2 singles. Poor Gramp. Looks like there's a letter on the bedside table.
Hi there, darling. The carers' visits have become a little more frequent lately, but I've gotten better at getting out of bed now. Start my day with a lovely cuppa, Still not as good as yours, but I enjoy it outside in the garden on that bench we made together years ago. Sit there with Janet, that's the carer, and we chat about, well, you and our lives together. It's helping. I think I needed it. It's refreshing to have the company and reminisce about you and the times we had. We have a good laugh. I do wish I was having that laugh with you, though, sweetheart. I hope you're having a good old giggle with your pals up there. You're loved and missed, honey. With all my love, Connie.
James and I spent a summer converting this place a little with my dad. Used to be my childhood playroom, but we made it into something we could share together. There's the attic key. I knew it'd be around here somewhere. Jeez, it's stuffy up here. Don't think anyone's been up here for a while. This looks like the light switch. Damn, looks like it's broken. I'll just use my torch. What is that over there? It looks almost ghostly. Looks like another letter from Gran.
Dearest Lily, and James. Hello there, darling. You have no idea how incredibly proud your grandpa and I are of you. If he was here, he'd be over the moon for you both. And how you two are so wonderful together. Take every opportunity you get with each other. Life is short, and you'll grow old before you know it. You're so strong and smart, my dear, and you've found an equally strong and brainy partner. It couldn't be a better match. Make sure he looks after you and treats you well. Oh, look after Hovis too. I understand he's the closest I'm getting to a great-grandchild from you two, and he's grown on me a lot. I think your wedding dress is somewhere in the attic, by the way, if you wanted to take that back home with you. I'm sure it'd be nice to have your dress in the same place as Jay's suit. Take care of each other, sweetie. You're both wonderful. All the love in the world, Gran and Gramp.
Oh my goodness. Is that my wedding dress? This was all I had left after the accident. But I think I'm ready.
Hey Flower, sorry I'm running late. I missed the last train from the usual station, so I'm making my way to the next one by taxi. I've got little Hovis with me. He misses his mum very much. Don't you, bud? Don't you? We'll be with you soon, Lil. We love you, love.
I love you loads too, James. But it's time I try and let go.